I am going to attempt to read this book in 24 hours. Wish me luck. I think I'm gonna go insane. Hey everyone, it's Rose and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be another 24-hour reading challenge, and this is the most ambitious one I've done yet. I am going to attempt to read The Stand by Stephen King in 24 hours. Now, this book is almost 1,400 pages long. The writing, the margins are also pretty... There's a lot of writing on each page. The only reason I'm filming this video is because this has been on my TBR for years and I've always been too scared and I needed to push. The only person I've seen complete this challenge is Meg Reads Books on TikTok. She's also on YouTube. She read The Stand in 24 hours and I've wanted to attempt it ever since I saw someone else make it possible, if you get what I mean. I'm really scared. This is going to be a spoiler-free reading vlog. The book is basically about, I'm pretty sure it's a virus that kills off 99% of the population. Then there's also like a man that comes in people's dreams. I'm scared, but I'm also very excited to finally be able to say I've read this book. I've seen so many people say that when they were finished with it, they wish it was even longer. Like, that's how good it is. And if there's one thing Stephen King can do, it's write long books. So, got the timer ready. I'm not going to be doing this in like 24 hours straight. I am going to be pausing the timer when I'm not reading. I need to sleep. I need to eat. Things like that. But I want to get at least 6 hours done today. It's already 1 PM. But I think 6 hours, that's a quarter. Maybe we'll do more. We'll see. But I am going to start the timer and get reading. I'm very nervous. The first part is called The Circle Opens. Okay, I'm gonna go get reading. I am just over an hour in and I am on page 77, which it doesn't look as impressive as I thought it was gonna. I'm 5% into this book and it took me over an hour. So far, we're getting different people's points of view that don't know each other at the moment, but I have a feeling that it's going to be like, these are the people that are immune. They're the 1% and they're going to end up meeting up. One of them is a singer, so like the other people are hearing him on the radio, which is quite interesting, but they don't know each other in real life yet. I have a feeling they probably will. Don't really have any thoughts so far. I'm excited to see where it goes and I'll keep you updated. I'm gonna go read some more and see what happens. It's a few hours later. I am 3 hours in, pretty much exactly 3 hours in, and I am on page 207. Again, sounds like quite a lot. I'm 15% in. I have the book on my Kindle too, so I just checked what chapter 21 was. It's 15% in. This book is even longer than I thought, but it's getting really interesting. People are just dying left, right and centre and no one knows what's going on. Everyone's just like, nah, I've just got the flu. I'm going to ignore that everyone else is dying from this because I'll be fine. Then they die the next day. Very gruesome. It's Stephen King, so I don't know what I expected, but I'm really enjoying it actually. So far, so good. I'm gonna read some more. It's only 9 PM, so I've got time, and I'll update you later on this evening. Good morning. It is day 2 of reading The Stand by Stephen King. Last night I ended up reading for 4 hours, and I got to page 275. Which felt like a lot more than it looks like. I'm having that issue a lot in this video. So today I want to read at least this much again. Hopefully more, because I am starting this earlier than I did yesterday. So I'm gonna get reading. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's really good. Lots of points of view, and the virus is killing a lot of people. So that's always fun. I'm gonna start a timer, get some reading in, and I'll keep you updated. Okay, we're at the 6-hour mark, which means we are a quarter of the way through, and we're 30% of the way through the book, which means I'm on track. This challenge may be manageable. I'm on page 413, I think. Finally looking like I'm making some progress, and the book is just getting more and more gruesome every single chapter. Pretty much the only people that aren't already dead or dying and infected are the main characters that we're getting points of view from. Everyone else is just dying around them. Everything smells like dead bodies and rotting food, and the descriptions are absolutely gruesome, as always with a Stephen King book. It is so hot. I am sweating, if you couldn't tell. So I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a cold shower, have a cold drink, and then I'm gonna get back to reading in a bit, and I will let you know just how grim it really gets. So I am 7 hours in, and I just made it to book 2. I forgot that this book is so long that it's technically written as 3 books all in one. It is all just one book, but it's split into 3 sections. And I've just made it to book 2, which is called On the Border, and it's page 470. So I have a feeling something big is about to happen. I'm making progress. I am making progress. We're about 8.5 hours in. Please tell me that hasn't reset. 8.5 hours in. I am on page 559. Look! Making progress! My Kindle says it's 42% in. So we're getting close to halfway. I was gonna say we're almost halfway, but like it's over another 100 pages before we're halfway. But we are making progress. And so are the characters. They're all starting to meet up, and they're all having the same nightmares where this man is sending them messages. Creepy, freaky. I am going to stop reading for the night soon, because reading Stephen King at nighttime is not a good idea because it will keep me up all night. So I am going to stop soon, but we've read for 4.5 hours today, and we're almost halfway through the book, so I think we're doing pretty good. I will probably end up talking to you tomorrow morning, and I will let you know how much more reading I do tonight. Good morning. It is day 3 of reading The Stand. Last night I got to about 9.5 hours on the timer, and I also got to page 609 in the book. We're so close to halfway now. I'm so happy. This book is just continuing to get even better. I'm absolutely loving it. I can't believe that I'm halfway through a 1,400 page book, and I need more. So I'm very excited today to carry on reading. I'm so glad that I'm liking this book, because imagine if I didn't and I was gonna try and read 1,400 pages of a book I didn't like. That would have been a challenge, but I'm loving it. It's so good. I love Stephen King so much. So I have a few things to do this morning, but it's only 9 AM, so I'm going to get them out of the way, and then I'm going to get some reading done. And as always, you're coming with me today. I'll update you. We are officially halfway through the challenge, just over 12 hours in, and I am way over halfway through the book. I'm so happy. My Kindle says I'm about 60% through. This book's just getting better and better. I'm absolutely loving it. Definitely recommend this book. If you're not new to Stephen King, I wouldn't recommend it as a starting point because it's very big, and check the content warnings because he's obviously a horror writer. Book's really good. So gross, freaking me out so much. I think I'm going to take a break now for a bit, and I'm going to get back to reading when it's not as hot. It has been a while since I've spoken to you. It's now like 11 p.m. I'm on page 865 of The Stand. We're nearly at book 3, not quite, about 65% of the way through. I am loving it so much. I really wish I could have read more today because I'm really enjoying it, but it is so hot right now. My brain feels like it's melting, and it's just too difficult to read this book for long periods of time when there's so many characters and so much plot and such big bug and so much happening. So I've been reading in like little sprints. I think I'm just over 13 hours right now. I would say we should aim tomorrow to get this finished, but it's nearly 500 pages to go and it's going to be just as hot tomorrow. So I'll talk to you in the morning. I'm going to stop for the night, and depending on how early I start tomorrow will depend on how much we end up reading. I'm not bothered about how many days this takes me. It's not like trying to read this book as quick as possible. I want to read it in under 24 hours of actual reading time, but I don't care how many days it takes me to get that reading time in. It's not a readathon. I just wanted to add a little twist to this reading vlog, so I'm fine with it. If it takes me another few days, that's fine, but I would love if I could read it tomorrow because it's so good and it's just getting better and better. So I feel like it's going to pick up even more and I'm just going to be able to finish it. Who knows, tomorrow will be a new day and we shall see what happens. I'm so tired and I only have myself to blame. Last night I made the sensible decision to stop reading a Stephen King book at night because they always creep me out. And then I read for another hour, got to a very gruesome bit and couldn't sleep so I was too freaked out. We're almost 14 hours in and I hit page 900. Definitely gonna make the challenge. Do I think I can finish the book today? I mean, we're under 500 pages to go because my edition isn't quite 1400 pages. It's a bit under that. I think it's 1350 or something. So technically I only have like 450 pages to go. It's like 9 AM right now, so it's not reached its peak heat. If it's going to get really hot and my brain's going to melt again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to concentrate on this book for the full 450 pages. But if there's one thing about me, it's that I love setting unrealistic goals for myself, if you couldn't tell from my channel and all the reading challenges I do. So the goal for today will be to finish this book. Who knows if I'll actually do it, but I don't think I have anything to do today, so the time shouldn't be an issue. I reached the 1,000 page mark. I have about 320 pages to go because I'm a bit over 1,000. We're at 15 hours and 20 minutes on the timer. I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish the book at like the 20-hour mark when I didn't even know if it's going to be possible to do it in 24 hours. So it's going great. Something really big is like in the middle of happening. Like, it's not at the peak, but it's getting there, and I'm so happy I'm doing this in daylight because I would be very freaked out right now. Because just the way Stephen King writes, even if the thing happening isn't actually scary, it's just unsettling, the way he writes it just freaks me out so much. So I'm glad I have daylight with me. It's going so well. I'm so happy. This challenge is going so much better than I thought it was gonna go, and at the end of it I can say I've read a nearly 1,400 page book, so I'm gonna take my win. Wow, I made it to book 3, the third and final book in this huge book. The lighting is just doing its own thing right now, but I am 16 hours in. I'm not taking a break. I'm just going to power through and I'm going to read the whole of book 3 today. We are finishing The Stand by Stephen King today, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be at around the 20-hour mark. So 4 hours below what my challenge I originally set myself was, and I didn't even think that was going to be possible. So this is crazy and I'm absolutely loving it. We are on the last 100 pages. I think it's technically like 110, but you know, so close to the end. And it's so good. I'm so scared for how it's going to end though, because Stephen King's endings are always, well, they're always huge and people either love or hate them. I don't think anyone really has neutral opinions on some of Stephen King's endings. We are just over 18 hours in. I'm going to go read the last 100 pages and then I will be done with The Stand by Stephen King, and I will have read nearly 1400 pages. That's such an achievement. Oh my goodness. I'm listening to the audiobook and I'm on the last chapter. It says I only have 7 minutes left. So I'm going to film myself and you guys can watch me react to the end, because I have no clue. I never trust Stephen King with endings. Sometimes it just ends naturally and sometimes that last line gets you. So I'm going to do a little time lapse and let's see if this book has a crazy ending or if it just has a good ending. Last couple of pages. So, I finished The Stand by Stephen King in 19 hours and 50 minutes. Over 4 hours earlier than I was setting this challenge for myself. This book was so good. To be honest, I had such high expectations because I'm not going to sit through a book this long if I'm not loving it. And those expectations were met. This book was so good, so creepy. And I'll be sleeping with the lights on tonight. Even though this isn't horror, the way Stephen King writes is just so unsettling. This book definitely won't be for everyone, especially because of how long it is, but I really loved it. I think I want to try this challenge again, but with it, because my copy is about 200 pages shorter than this one, but the writing's a lot smaller, and I looked it up and they're basically the same. There's only actually like 20 pages difference. So I think I want to try that with it. Finished reading The Stand, absolutely loved it. Like I said, definitely not for everyone, but it was for me. I loved it so much. And I'm so glad I can say I've read this book because I've wanted to for years. That's everything for this video. I'm gonna go brag about this to my boyfriend, probably, about the fact that I finished this book. But that's all for this video. If you would like to see any more specific reading challenges or reading vlogs, if there's any other Stephen King books you want me to vlog, please be sure to comment down below. If you'd like to see more from me, please be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in another video. Bye! I still can't believe I did this. I've actually read this book.